Spain in round 4 of the World Rally Championship, the Rally de Catalunya. Hi everybody, I'm your host, Ralph Shaheen. This rally's got it all. Tens of thousands of fanatical spectators, terrific action, plus the sunshine of the coast of Rava in the springtime. The Spanish round of the World Rally Championship is run in the northeast of the country, in the province of Catalunya, with the first day stages within easy reach of Spain's second city, Barcelona, and days 2 and 3 are close to the rally's host town, the seaside resort of Lloret de Mar. The local fans only have eyes for one man, Carlos Sainz. Fittingly, on his home event, he sets a new record. This is his 155th World Rally, but the man who's been his co-driver for all but 4 of those events, Luis Moya, won't be there to share the occasion.
We have a problem in the testing on Monday. Unfortunately, he has been a little bit injured and he cannot be with me.
Moya's seat will instead be filled by Mark Marty, whose former driver Jesus Burras was among those to wish him luck before the start.
My notes are quite long and complicated, but we can only do our best and try the best we can.
But Moya isn't Ford's only injury worry. Colin McRae starts a rally with a broken finger after an accident in the last round in Corsica.
Colin, how's the hand?
It's quite good actually. It's a lot better than I thought it would be. We've done 2 runs now in the shakedown and it feels good.
You made a couple of modifications to the car to help you along during this rally. Just explain what they are.
There's an additional gear stick on the left side because obviously it's easier to change gear with the broken hand, and I keep a good hold of the wheel with the right one. So that's the main mod.
Also on the casualty list is Hyundai driver Thomas Kuchar, lucky to be alive after a truck rolled onto his reconnaissance car, but is unable to start the rally. The favorites this weekend are the 2 French teams. Peugeot's Marcus Grönholm heads the Drivers' Championship, and he's keen to erase some memories from 12 months ago.
Last year it was a bad start, yeah. Okay, now I try to continue rally by rally to take some points, and that's good maybe in the end of the season.
An all Peugeot top 3 in Corsica meant they arrived in Spain bursting with confidence. Richard Burns is still looking for his first victory for the team, while the winner in Corsica starts as a favorite.
I think it will be the big battles between Peter, Tony, and all the Citroëns and the 3 Peugeot boys.
But Citroën are widely tipped to be the biggest threat to their French counterparts. Catalunya is the third of just 7 rallies they'll be contesting this year. Their 3 drivers include the sensation of Monte Carlo, Sebastian Loeb, and yet another French star, Philippe Fugalski, who's upbeat about the team's chances.
Gilles Panizzi has a good car, a good team, but here Citroën is very, very good team.
The second successive all-asphalt rally in the championship, Catalunya poses its own unique challenges. Day 1 stages are more abrasive than those on days 2 and 3. Cars cutting the corners drag dirt onto the road surface, making life difficult for drivers running further back. And the roads themselves are far from flat. Subaru's Peter Solberg was just one driver who fell foul of these roads last year.
When I came up the line, it was gravel there, and then I came sideways and I had a spin for 60 meters or whatever. But if you're going to cut, you have to do it exactly where the other cars have done, you know, because it's just a clean line we can drive in.
Solberg's teammate Tommy Mäkinen won here in 1997, but knows he's unlikely to repeat that victory this year after a frustrating weekend in Corsica.
We couldn't find right fast enough speed in Corsica. It was, but it was different condition. It was these stages normally I like them very much. They are a little bit faster, and we'll see.
Tommy starts this weekend sharing second place in the Drivers' Championship with Panizzi, both having won 1 rally this year, while Grönholm, the winner in Sweden, has an 8-point lead over the pair. In the series for manufacturers, Peugeot have an even more commanding advantage, 16 points. So, you think NASCAR fans are fanatics? You haven't seen anything until you see how the Spaniards react to rallying. As the cars lined up to start stage 1, news came through that the event's popularity was causing problems. Huge crowds of spectators towards the end of the stage forced it to be canceled, so the cars drove through at road speeds. The decision was a necessity, but it was frustrating for both fans and crews.
I think the spectators was a problem. They cancelled the stage and we came through like a road section, so the time was not so good.
But one crew made the most of the opportunity. Carlos Sainz and Mark Marty used a slow run through the stage as a final rehearsal for their pace notes. Reassurance for both that the system would work. So stage 2 would see the rally's first competitive action. The stage, Pratip, was a little over 17 miles of fairly open abrasive tarmac. This view from virtual spectator is a fairly typical section. Apart from the 90-degree right-hand bend at the beginning, the section consists of a series of fast sweeping bends. Opening out to the bigger picture, you can see that the rest of the stage is very similar, with a sequence of hairpin bends near the finish. First into the stage and now running at full speed again. Championship leaders Marcus Grunholm and co-driver Timo Räikkönen were third fastest. But Grunholm wasn't happy with the car's handling.
Miinusahdas. 7. Oikein pitkä hidas risteys. 8 ja vaseri miinus.
After his victory in Corsica, Gilles Benizzi was determined to start Catalunya in the same fashion. His Peugeot was quickest, immediately opening up a lead of over 7 seconds.
100 mètres, gauche 95 presque plus. 100 mètres. Droite à fond bref, gauche à fond, 100 mètres. Droite à fond court et 60 mètres, ferme 90 plus. 10 plus, gauche à fond, 60 mètres, ferme 95.
Was the Subaru Impreza of Tommy Mäkinen. A poor tire choice meant his rally didn't begin well. Plus, he also felt his pace notes could have been better. Listen to his standing co-driver Kai Lindström calls him out.
3 huomio, pitkä K oikea aukee heti alas. 3 K vasen miinus varos sumppu reikä. Ja lyhyt oikea eri. Ja vasen oikea 4. Oikea heti vasen nopea miinus sisältä oikase. Ja oikea eri. Ja pitkä helppo vasen yli 15, huomio pitkä K vasen miinus aukee. 5, hae pirun pitkä oikein nopea miinus.
Notice the thousands of spectators lining the roads. How did the drivers focus on the corners and not the surroundings?
Pitkä vasen nopea plus sisältä kaide ulkona. Ja pitkä oikea eri 8. Pirun pitkä K vasen aukee ja kirraa. 3. Pitkä oikein nopea plus helppo aukee heti. Ja helppo oikee 6.
Notice how bumpy it is at the apexes of the corners. That's because the drivers are dipping those wheels trying to cut the corners.
2. Oikeeri 100. Hae. Pitkä helppo oikee miinus yli aukee. 5 oikee nopea plus helppo. Heti pitkä vasen nopea plus helppo. 4. Hae vähän. Pitkä K oikee plus. Jatkuu tosi pitkä K oikee plus. 15. Pitkä serpo vasen aukee. 4. Vasen täys 120. Spoori. Lyhyt oikeeri sisältä aukee heti 8. Vasen 2 tupla huomio. Pitkä K oikee tiukka varos sisä aukee. Ja helppo oikee 5. Pitkä K vasen vähän tiukka aukee 100. Lyhyt helppo oikee ja helppo vasen 8 huomio. Oikee 5. Pitkä oikee nopea plus sillalle varos sumppu.
7th quickest, Mäkinen lost a massive 24 seconds to the charging Benizzi on the rally's opening stage.
Ja vasen täys. Ja oikee yli jatkuu, pitkä helppo oikee plus yli 3. Oikeeri helppo alas, kirraa vähän 2. Varo pomppu ja pitkä K vasen plus 10. Pitkä K oikee kapee vähän tiukka ja pitkä K vasen ja helppo oikee
Lots more from stage one coming up, including these two, Carlos Sainz and his standing co-driver Mark Marty. How would their first stage go together? Stick around, we'll listen in when we come back. Welcome back to the World Rally Championship. Where else but on Speed Channel? Here now is a unique look at all the angles of the Ford Focus of Carlos Sainz. With regular co-driver Luis Moya injured, the biggest question early in the Rally to Catalunya was how would Sainz and standing co-driver Mark Marty get along? Listen in to find out.
Izquierda, izquierda, buena más, poco tarde se cierra para uno. Derecha, buena más, se cierra poco. Acaba rápida, menos a fondo para uno. Izquierda rápida, ojo corta, se cierra poco, Sassar. Izquierda rápida, menos. Para derecha, buena más, se cierra y se abre, no cortar. Acaba rápida, menos para uno. Izquierda buena más en quinta. Para derecha abrirse, derecha rápida, menos a fondo para uno corto. Izquierda rápida, menos a fondo, ras, dos.
Notice how Mark Marty is sitting very low in the car, just like Nicky Grist was at the last rally at Corsica. Remember, Ford learned if they set the co-driver all the way down on the floorboard, they can lower the center of gravity. Much better for the handling on a tarmac rally. Marty helped Sainz to set the 8th fastest time. Meanwhile, alongside the reigning world champion Richard Burns, Robert Reed was rattling out the pace notes as the pair set the 2nd quick time. With Marcus Grunholm 3rd, this already started to feel like the Peugeot domination had picked up from where they left off in Corsica.
Flat right minus 60, fast left tight and fast left minus long. Fast right plus 20.
Remember how I pointed out how Mark Marty was sitting so much lower than Carlos Sainz in the Ford? Well, notice here in the Peugeot how Robert Reed is sitting almost equal in height to Richard Burns, his driver.
And easy right plus 60. Medium left.
Apparently Peugeot doesn't feel they need the extra lowering of the co-driver to improve their center of gravity.
40. Right max 60, fast right minus 20, medium left plus in 20, braking, K right plus long to fast left 40, slow medium left, tightens maybe in to flat right 70, right max stone 80, flat right 20, right max upper crest braking 60, easy right plus in 30, medium left plus tightens to medium left and opens 40, flat right to flat right in 50, fast right long 40, medium left minus long 20k right plus in and opens 200, easy right plus 20, easy right plus in 30, fast left minus in long 20, fast left minus cut opens 50, easy left 30, medium right.
Much to many people's surprise, the Citroens had a subdued start. Quickest of the red cars was the Czar Sebastian Loeb, 5th on the stage.
Attention droite pour caution plus Milan, droite pour caution plus Milan, sur droite 110 corps de rail, gauche 410 sur corde, sur droite 10 sur gauche frein, droite 90 points.
If you've been keeping up with rallying, you know that Colin McRae was willing to part with a finger in order to run this weekend. That, my friends, is dedication. His run, up next when we come back on Speed. McRae was 10th fastest on stage 2, just under 4.5 seconds slower than his teammate Carlos Sainz. It was, though, an encouraging start. Changing gears with his left hand didn't seem to be that much of a handicap to the Scot. Take a look as McRae and Nicky Grist finish out the stage.
3 right plus. Into 6 left. 30, 6 left minus. 50, 3 left plus tightens of a narrow bridge. And 3 left opens. 70, 4 right minus, and 6 left, and right and 4 left plus opens, and 6 left 30, 3 right plus opens and tightens, 30, K right tightens to 3, don't cut, 50. 4 left.
You can see
plus
McRae's
line.
bandaged hand on the
30,
left
3 right.
without a
Plus line.
driver's glove on.
30. 6 right opens into 4 right plus opens.
And every time
Into
Nicky
right
Grish says
and
don't
3
cut,
left
that
minus
means don't
opens.
cut the corner. There's a reason. Maybe the corner gives
And
away,
6
it's too
right
sharp, it's too
opens
deep of a
long.
rut.
50. 4 right plus opens. 30. 3 left. 33 left plus opens. And 3
When he
left
says
tightens of a
opens,
narrow
that
bridge.
means the corner opens up
Into
after the apex,
6 right
allowing
opens.
Colin to
50.
give full throttle quicker.
3 right plus. And left and 3 right tightens. And 6 left and 3 left tightens.
When he says tightens, that means
And
the
6
corner
right,
tightens
70.
up after the apex, so he can't get on the
6
throttle
right,
as quick
70.
or as hard.
6 right minus over crest line, 30, 4 right plus. And long 3 left plus line, into 6 right line, and 4 right tightens. And left tightens to 3, into 3 right opens, 150. K, 5 right tightens, into 4 left plus tightens line, and 4 left minus. Okay.
Citroen's Philippe Bugalski finished 4th last time out in Corsica in a development car and was 6th on Catalunia's opening stage. Bug, as he's called, like Loeb, is expected to do well this weekend, and it was a taste of things to come after the opening stage. 5 of the top 6 cars were French. To the delight of the Norwegian fans, the exception was the Subaru of Petter Solberg. Surely his first win on a World Rally isn't far off. Equal 3rd on the stage with Marcus Grönholm suggests Solberg thinks it might be possible here in Spain.
Half long, keep in, 40, gravel 2 right plus. Gravel 2 right plus repeated, opens 60, line into 5 left, extra long, tightens 3 plus, 30, line into 4 left, long tightens 2 minus, tightens, into short 5 right, 50, line into 1 right plus, long and opens, into short 5 left, into 6 right plus, 30, 2 left minus tightens, opens 4 plus, 30, 5 right minus, opens flat 6 over crest, 50, short 5 left, 60, line into 4 right, opens 40, cut early 4 right minus into 2 left plus, opens 80, line into 2 right half long, tightens 1 plus, half long, and half 2 left, into early 6 right plus into late short 2 left, opens 40, early half 2 right plus, 20, short 1 left plus fast, extra long, and 2 right minus, double tightens, 2 right minus, double tightens, 30, 1 left plus,
1 plus, tightens 1 plus.
half long, opens the gravel 4 right minus, opens flat 60, gravel 4 left minus, opens 40, 4 right minus, opens
Hear that?
40,
That's Solberg
6
pounding
left, line
through those
into 2
corners
right
as he
minus,
cuts them.
extra long, tightens 1 plus.
You don't want to do that with your own private Subaru in your neighborhood streets. You'll be seeing your Subaru mechanic quite a bit.
40, line into neat, don't cut 4 right minus, tightens.
Teams work
80,
very hard at
1 left plus, half long,
protecting the
tightens,
underside of the
opens,
car when they
tightens,
head to
1
these
plus,
tarmac
don't
rallies.
cut, 20, 2 right plus, opens 30, 6 left, 40, early short 3 right plus, tightens, 50, short 5 right, line into 4 left minus, tightens, slippy maybe 2 plus, keep in and don't cut, 2 right plus, opens, 40, line into 5 left, tightens, don't cut short 3, into 3 right plus, opens 30, 3 right minus, keep in, open hairpin left.
But it wasn't all good news from stage 2. Freddie Loik spun his Hyundai around 2,600 feet into the stage and can only manage the 18th quickest time. Colin McRae was clearly relieved to have reached the end of the stage with his hand in one piece, as he was more than happy to tell us on the way back to service.
Obviously, I was being very careful with my hand, and there was quite a lot of slippy places, so we just wanted to make sure we get a good steady start.
So as the crews headed for the rally's first service halt, this was how things stood. Peugeots were first, second, and equal 3rd, while Solberg prevented an all-French top 5. Behind the point-scoring positions, Mackinnon, Sainz, and Colin McRae were among the chasing pack.
Gilles, you've completed 27 kilometres now. You've won the first stage. It's a great start.
Fantastic. I think the Michelin tire, it's very good.
Marcus, a couple of handling problems for you on that first stage there.
Yes, it was funny. First half, okay. Then it started the rear started to move a lot. I don't understand what happened.
Carlos, how was stage 2 with your new co-driver?
Not easy for him, for sure. A lot of work, but I think he's doing well and can only get better and better.
Carlos seems very happy with what you've done on the first stage so far.
I think so. We try to do the best.
Petter, third on that stage there. How was it?
The stage is okay, but my pace notes didn't work as I hoped, and so I think I lost quite a lot of time.
Phil, how was stage 2, the first one of the day?
Yeah, I mean, okay, we were fourth fastest. We had a very good time. We weren't really happy about our pace notes in there. I think it's just a legacy of the recce these days. There's a lot of traffic on the roads. It's not a closed road for the recce. So when you're on the outside of a corner, on normal traffic, you're guessing what the pace note is going to be.
The At nearly 31 miles, stage 3 of the Rally de Catalunya was perhaps the most important of the entire rally. On board now with Marcus Grönholm and Timo Rautanen, the pair can only manage 8th quickest. Still though, they look pretty smooth.
Oikea eri miinussumppu. Vasen eri 4 ja oikea hidas. 3. Vasen pitkä eri miinus. 5. Ja nyppy oikea eri helppo. Saattaa vasen eri miinus. 7. Ja vasen täys. Saattaa hae vasen eri sisältä. 7. Oikea eri miinus ahdas. Saattaa vasen hidas ja oikea hidas. Toista vasen hidas ja oikea hidas. Vasen eri jouhee. 5. Oikea eri lyhyt. 8. Vasen pitkä hidas kirraa. Ja oikea hidas. 7. Ja vasen nopea.
Grönholm's tires were badly worn at the stage finish, and the Finn also complained that he was braking too much, unlike his teammates, the Panizzi brothers, Gilles and Hervé, who were again fastest on the stage.
80 mètres, droite 95 long. Soulage. Gauche à fond. 50 mètres. Gauche 95 long plus 2 coups. 60 mètres, droite 95 long. 50 mètres. Gauche 90 et ouvre.
The pair were a stunning 25 seconds quicker than Grönholm and Timo Rautanen, to the obvious delight of the huge Spanish crowds enjoying the spectacle and the sunshine.
Droite 95, presque plus. Pour gauche à fond, bref, 40 mètres, ferme sans plus. 60 mètres, gauche à fond. 60 mètres, droite 100, presque plus court. Dans gauche 95 court, droite 95 long, presque plus.
Every time you pound through the apexes like that and cut the corner, you really have to be careful not to cut a tire. We saw a lot of that in Corsica.
Droite 100 bref et 30 mètres, gauche 90, soulage.
It's quick, but it's tricky.
Droite 85 long. 5 long. Droite à fond court, 80 mètres. Gauche à fond long.
Tommy Mäkinen, on the other hand, didn't enjoy the Escalade stage. Transmission problems early on meant the Subaru struggled through just 10th quickest, and as a result, Mäkinen dropped from 7th to 10th.
Tommy, can you tell us what the problem was in the stage?
I don't know, some transmission failure. Unfortunately, so early, it was no more than 5 kilometers, even less than 5 kilometers from the start. We lost 6th gear.
Carlos Sainz and Mark Marty were continuing to learn each other's little habits. 6th fastest, the pair appeared to be working well as a team, and by now we're up to 7th overall.
A la izquierda rápido, ojo corta, acaba rápida, menos menos. A la derecha buena masa, tierra poco y ras, 1. La rasante en izquierda, frenando de izquierda, buenas de tierra, no cortar.
But one of the performances of the stage came from Richard Burns. At only his 4th rally in a Peugeot, he and Robert Reed were second fastest behind the Panicis, dropping just over 3.5 seconds to the tarmac experts.
Fast left, 30, crest, flat right, 80, easy left to easy left in, opens, 60, flat left, 40, left max, 80, flat left and flat left, braking 60, fast right plus, and fast right plus in, 30, flat right 80, medium left plus, decay left plus tightens.
Colin McRae was just 6th fastest, yet his broken finger made the performance just as remarkable as that of Burns.
And 6 right, 100. Crest into 3 left plus, opens. 30. 3 right plus. And right, don't cut, and 6 left over crest, 50. 5 left tightens maybe.
3rd fastest was Philippe Bugalski, which with Grunholm's tire problem meant that it was no longer a Peugeot 123. Loeb, meanwhile, was 4th quickest, so Citroens were now 3rd and 4th on the leaderboard. Stage 3 obviously didn't like the Subarus. Transmission problems for Mäkinen, brake failure for Petter Solberg, the Norwegian dropping a place to 5th as a result. Bad news also for Jesus Puras. No longer the member of the factory Citroen team, his privately run Zara was, like Solberg's Impreza, suffering from brake problems, and he lost over 3 minutes to Panizzi. His challenge for victory surely over before it really began. So at the end of stage 3, it was again Panizzi at the point. But how about the surprise of Richard Burns in 2nd? Definitely his best showing of the year so far. The battle, though, looked as if it would be for 3rd place.
Philippe, your tyres seem in very good shape after 48 kilometres.
Yes, I chose a good tire, but during the stage between the kilometer 30, 32, I have a problem with my car. Problem on vibration in the front at right.
Petter, the split time said you were as fast as Richard Burns on that stage, up to 40 Ks. Then what happened?
Well, I should have been even faster, you know, because we had a brake problem from start, and we lost quite a lot from the start, and so but 10 Ks before the finish we pushed the pedal almost to the bottom.
I just plan to really do the same as I did on stage 2. It's very difficult, you know, because what feels like quick and what is actually quick is normally 2 different things.
Gilles, you've extended your lead now after the long stage there. How was it?
Yes, difficult on the end. The car moving a lot. And, it's normal because temperature is very, very excessive. I think I lose sometimes in the end, but it's okay.
Stage winner. For the 3rd stage in a row, Gilles Panizzi was quickest, extending his lead to 13.5 seconds.
Gauche droite 110 bref. 100 mètres. Gauche aussi.
Stage which had been canceled at the start of the day. The afternoon saw no repeat of the spectator problems, but Tommy Mäkinen must have wished it had. Only 10th quickest thanks to a repeat of glitches with his transmission system's electronics meant Mäkinen wasn't a happy man. Much happier was Richard Burns, 2nd fastest, also for the 3rd stage in succession. Then his 2nd place was starting to look as secure as Panizzi's lead.
Slide right 80, flat left minus in. And flat left, 60, easy right, cut sand maybe. And flat right, 60 medium left plus a medium left.
Alistair McRae and David Senior, meanwhile, would find stage 4 a little more challenging.
Medium left plus line. And flat right cut, straight 30. K right tightens cut. Okay, K right cut, left tightens to medium minus in. And medium right ruts. And medium left into medium left hind slide in and medium right cut into left hinds to medium plus and flat crest into braking, long easy right times to minus and care, long K left plus, don't cut and right times to easy and times to minus into right on crest, times long to medium plus 50, long K left opens.
McRae's Mitsubishi would lose around 50 seconds when he suffered a puncture and the tire's mousse system failed. I hate it when my mousse fails. The Lancer trailing pungent smoke in this wake. The road section after the stage gave McRae, Mäkinen, and the rest a chance to swap their tires from front to rear in order to ensure the best possible grip for the stage which followed. As Panizzi and Burns drive past, Mäkinen appears to be in no mood for interviews. So Peugeot still held on to their first and second places, but Philippe Bugalski was now third with Sebastian Loeb fourth. Marcus Grunholm and Petter Solberg has swapped places, while Carlos Sainz and Colin McRae were only 0.4 of a second apart. While Gilles Panizzi's lead isn't comfortable yet, the Asphalt Master certainly looks like he's got cruise control on. More from the Rally of Catalunya coming up. To no one's astonishment, Panizzi was fastest again. Days 2 and 3 see the top 15 run in reverse order, so the prospect of much dirtier roads meant Panizzi was determined to open up as much of a lead as possible.
Droite 100 long, presque plus, 100 mètres. Droite 90 plus, right terre. Right terre pour gauche à fond rail. 30 mètres, droite 90.
Panizzi really seems to bite the wheel of his car, much more so than some of the other drivers.
Droite 90 plus.
Constantly making minor adjustments to the wheel.
15 long. Pour gauche à fond court, 30 mètres, ferme 95, presque plus. Pour droite à fond, 250 mètres.
Panizzi make a great French sprint car driver. Elbows up, Gilles.
60 mètres. Gauche 90 long, 2 coups. Pour droite à fond rail. Gauche 95
Remember,
plus, bref.
as we said in the tease, Panizzi's never won here in Spain.
Gauche 95. Dans droite 90. Pour gauche 90 plus, Pierre Col DGK. 60 mètres. Droite 90 long. 10 long. Pour gauche 90 et attention dans droite 85, sale. Gauche 95 long, droite 90 long, soulage. Pour gauche à fond, pas corde en sortie.
Richard Burns seemed to share his colleagues' way of thinking, trying to get as big a lead on third place as possible. But this time, the world champ wasn't the runner-up to his teammate on the stage.
To flat right 60.
Notice how much smoother Richard Burns is on the wheel.
Plus 30, flat right in 60, fast.
Granted, he might not be going through his tightest section on the course, but still doesn't seem to be as much movement in the wheel as Gilles Panizzi.
Flat right in 40, flat left right 30, medium right plus a medium right in sand.
Instead, it was the Citroen Sara Philippe Bugalski which set the second fastest time, a little over 1.5 seconds slower than Panizzi's Peugeot. Bugalski was still third and Loeb fourth, so the French stranglehold on the rally was continuing. By now, there was a battle developing between 4th, 5th, and 6th places. The trio separated by just 9 seconds. Petter Solberg was the man in 6th, a road penalty for leaving service a minute late, costing a further 10 seconds. Still, Solberg and co-driver Phil Mills are well placed to attack the French cars on day 2. Take another look at Solberg's save from his view.
40. Or left bust. Shot 6 right.
Now here's their reaction. Watch Phil Mills on the left. He winces for the impact, but the two narrowly escape.
40.
4 left plus, 20, 40, 6 right.
Great save by Solberg. So Panizzi squeezes out a little more time to increase his lead, and Solberg manages to stay in the top 6. Here's what they had to say after the stage.
You're the highest placed of the non-French cars today. Is that what you'd expect at getting towards the end of leg 1?
Well, I must say this rally, I didn't have so very good hope to do very well.
Philippe, you're 3rd overall now. You found a bit more speed this afternoon.
Yes, I drive more speed because I have a good feeling with my car.
Richard, you've been a very consistent 2nd all day long, but what about catching Panizzi? Is this going to be possible during this rally?
Difficult, yeah, quite difficult to do because Gilles, even when you go well through the stage and think, okay, that went well, you feel like you drove the car to the maximum, like on the short stage. I thought we maybe done quite a good time then, and he's 2 seconds quicker.
Gilles, you've won every stage today so far. It couldn't get much better.
Stay one stage more, and I would like to do the best time again to continue to have a good time.
It's time to put you in the driver's seat, right along with some of the best drivers in the world as they tear up the tarmac of Costa Brava, Spain. Gilles and Hervé Panizzi show you how it's done, so strap into the lazy boy and turn up the volume. Here we go.
Oikee heti vasen nopea miinus sisältä oikase. Ja oikee eri. Ja pitkä helppo vasen yli 15. Huomio pitkä K vasen miinus aukee. 5. Hae pirun pitkä oikee nopea miinus risteys kirraa pahasti. 5. Pitkä vasen nopea plus sisältä kaide ulkona. Ja pitkä oikee eri 8. Pirun pitkä K vasen aukee ja kirraa.
It's just a human tunnel all the way through.
Oikee nopea plus helppo aukee heti. Ja helppo oikee 6. K vasen plus aukee. Ja oikee eri plus 5. Huomio pitkä K vasen.
And flat crest into braking. Long easy right times to minus and care. Long K left plus. Don't cut. And right times to easy and times to minus. Into right on crest times long to medium plus. 50. Long K left opens.
Remember that the Skoda Octavia is the biggest of all the World Rally cars, so threading the needle through these canyons and through the people is pretty tough.
3 right plus tightens. Into 6 left. Into 3 right plus. Into 6 left. 30, 6 left minus. 50, 3 left plus tightens of a narrow bridge. And 3 left opens.
20 flat right, 50 braking.
No, your eyes aren't deceiving you. That truly is a cell phone just in front of co-driver Robert Reed. They're not looking to make calls while they're out on the course. It's in case they have a problem and they got to call back to get some help.
Medium left.
Stay with us. We're coming right back on speed. No calls, please. Stage 6 was another run through the 29-mile Escalade test. A forest fire meant that the team gravel cars have been unable to run through the stage, and there were fears it wouldn't run. But in the end, all was well. Gilles and Hervé Panizzi hadn't let the uncertainty worry them, and they were again fastest. Their 5th stage win from 5. In fact, including Corsica, the pair have now been quickest on 13 of the 21 most recent stages of this year's World Rally Championship.
10, medium right
Richard
plus
Burns
long
and
cut
Robert
line.
Reed have also been incredibly consistent today. Second fastest on 3 stages, then third quickest on the last 2. The pair are in second place tonight, ahead of Philippe Bugalski, who was again second quickest on the day's last stage.
Right line, 20, medium right minus long line 40, medium left minus in long 20, key left plus, and opens 20, fast right plus, 20 flat left to fast right. 29.
Not so fortunate were Tommy Mäkinen and Kai Lindstrom, who went off the road and then had to resort to scooping water from a swimming pool after the stage to top off their car's hold radiator. But how badly damaged is that radiator, and will it last the rally? So after 5 stages, the day's first was canceled, remember? This is how the leaderboard looks tonight. Panizzi has a lead of 26.1 seconds over Burns, with Bugalski, Loeb, Grunholm, and Solberg rounding out the top 6. Brave drive from Colin McRae has left him in 7th, less than 7 seconds behind Solberg.
Richard, second overall at the end of day 1. Happy with that?
Yeah, it's been a good day. Probably my best first day of this year. We've always tended to start a little bit slower or have some problems on the first day, and we've really had nothing at all today. We've had good clean stages. All of the 5 stages that have run have been good.
What about Panizzi? Going to be difficult?
Yeah, Gilles can turn it on, but he turns it on and leaves it on.
Gilles, the end of leg 1, 6 stage wins out of 6. What a great result.
Very good. It's the first time for me to do the best time on all the stages. I'm very happy for that.
Don't forget to tune in to Speed for comprehensive coverage of the Spanish Rally. Leg 2 tomorrow, followed by Leg 3 and then Rally Extra for those of us who just can't get enough. With the order of the top 15 reversed tomorrow, day 2 promises more drama. And that does it from day 1 of the Rally to Catalunya. I'm Ralph Shaheen. See you tomorrow down at the starting line.